Welcome to the TED Ed Podcast, where we delve into the issues that shape our daily lives and drive our productivity. We confront topics that matter deeply to all of us, from healthcare and affirmative action to voting rights and monetary success and failure. We cover it all. And yes, we dive into the complex world of politics, exploring how our country has evolved from slavery to the 21st century. Our content is crafted with care and expertise, drawing from years of experience in these critical areas. We invite you to give the TED Ed podcast a listen. You won't be disappointed. Share your thoughts with friends and confidants, and don't forget to like, comment, and share our episodes. Your engagement helps us grow and reach more listeners. Are you passionate about these topics? Do you have unique insights to share? You could be one of our guest speakers. Drop us a line, send an email, or leave a comment. All requests will be considered. Join us on this journey of exploration and understanding. This is the TED Ed Podcast. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Oh my goodness, my people, my people. Yesterday. Oh my God.
Makes you want to holler, don't it?
Man, I don't even know it was that sickening or just what? I don't know. I can't even explain it. And then, oh man. Mm, 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 mm. Yep, as I said the other day, his wife ought to be in shambles about how they treating his husband. So they just using that boy just like a dish rag. He got a dish rag out there. They just using him up. The crazy stuff. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Mm, mm,
Well,
mm.
let me interject here, and I'm gonna just put it like this. It's a couple of things I want to bring up. Well, it's more than a couple, but I got a lot of stuff I want to say. But I'm gonna just keep it short. You ever seen that movie musical? Came out in 1972.
Mm-mm. I don't remember that.
1776. You ever seen that movie?
Mm-mm.
1776.
Nope. I didn't remember seeing that one.
It came out in 1972.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I was a young man, single, and I loved musicals. I used to go see all the musicals, Guys and Dolls, Pearly, all that. And so I went to the movies. It's playing at the movies. It was on Broadway, and one of the longest running shows at that time, 1976. And it's about the so-called founding fathers. That's what they call them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when I was a teenager, I used to always read about Washington, all of that. We did our little history stuff. And I used to always be interested in that kind of stuff. Not necessarily the political part, but just how they were, how they were, um, how they organized themselves, and they sat in that room and they came together. And it wasn't for Jefferson writing all those words and what have you. But there was a scene, even though it was a musical, it was a very serious scene in there. But it started, one of the scenes, along with this serious scene, they had a song called Molasses, Rum, and Slavery. Molasses, Rum, and Slavery. And this guy sung that song. We gotta do our molasses, but they didn't say cotton, but they said molasses, rum, and slavery. I mean, they went into See, a lot of things went over a lot of people's heads when they were talking about all these things. They were singing them and putting them in words, but they did it in such a way that made it entertaining. But if you listen to their words, it's sort of like, wow. And then they had the very communicative conference call when they was trying to make a decision. You had North Carolina, you had Virginia, you had West Virginia, you had South Carolina, you had all these southern states walk out. They was ready to walk out because Jefferson said that all men are created equal. And man, they said, we ain't voting for that because, and in the background while they was talking, you can hear the money sound. Ching, 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 ching. And they was talking while they was talking because the guy was saying, that's our property. That's our money. And like I said, I was a young man. I said, and then I started looking up all of these people and who they were, where they came from, because they were supposed to be British subjects. A lot of them weren't. Some of them were Scottish people, Jewish people, the foundings. And I can almost guarantee you there were some black people, but they don't include them in that. They're sort of kind of written out of the script. I can guarantee you that. So anyway, I want to bring that up, and I think that anybody that's, that if you want to know what they were thinking, even back in the 70s, they were talking about slavery and what the foundings were thinking when it came to black people that was in this country. They made some old fictitious line talking about 500,000. There was more like 3 million slaves in this country. We had more, there was more slaves than citizens in this country at that time. But anyway, I wanted to say something about competition. You know, and this is amazing, man. I'm going to tell you. The first black man to win the Kentucky Derby, first Kentucky Derby was a black man. The first man that won a gold medal, Olympic gold medal, was a black man. The first man in 1899 won the first national cyclist competitive. They only did 1 mile at that time. He won it. And I'm telling you, Ed, in my mind, I'm telling you, I really believe that this whole thing, because they, even though they were different ethnic groups, their whole thing was they are white and we are black, or we have melanated skin. And their whole thing is they cannot compete. They have to scheme, they have to sabotage. They cannot compete, Ed. This is what's going on right now. And I'm saying that because in today's thing right now, these people cannot fairly compete. Now, some of them compete, yeah, they are competitors, but they can't, they're not going to outshine us. Jack Johnson, back in the day, they wouldn't even fight him for years. And on and on. It's all about competition. They cannot compete, Ed. That's why they come together. The reason why they sit in that room until they hash stuff out, they say, hey, because they can't compete. Here we are, individuals. America's supposed to be individual, and all of us try to, be alpha males, or we try to be individuals, or what have you. And we might conquer certain things and be good at certain things, and we try to be the best. That's why, we used to always say, you got to be 2 times better. You got to be 10 times better. You got to work extra hard, because they're going to use everything they can to keep you back. Not because of competition, but they're going to sabotage you. They may put something in your food. They might do this or do that. They might cheat on the tape. No, you didn't run a 10 flat. You won a 10.8. You didn't break the record. I'm telling you, this is about competition, and they do not want to compete. That's why they got that false hero, like he's some kind of hero. What has that man done for us? What has he done for the American people? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I got some more stuff, but go ahead. I know you got a lot to say, but go ahead.
Man, I didn't start writing my list until about half hour ago, and I'm already down to 9 things. In New York, UN Council, United Nations, having their yearly conference and stuff in New York City. This may be the last year, Ted, that it's going to be held in New York City. Our president and his now new UN ambassador is trying to destroy that whole organization. They're doing everything they can to destroy the UN. They've taken away every bit of U.S. money that goes into the United Nations. Took away the money for their health. They took away the money and stuff for climate change. They've taken away the money and stuff for staffing. They've already taken the U.S. aid away, which wasn't a part of the United Nations, but it was being used and stuff as something that's guaranteed to these countries and stuff and everything who were starving or whatever. All that's gone. And now they're trying to sabotage the place. They did not, the Palestinians were invited to come to the United Nations because Australia, Canada, and I think one or two other countries and stuff announced that they were a state. So they wanted them to come to the Palestinians to come to the United States and represent themselves. Well, our folks here, Donald Trump and his gang, refused to give them a visa to come into the country. Refused to give the Palestinians, the representatives, a visa to come to the United States. So they couldn't come. So there's a lot of countries and stuff there in the United Nations and stuff who are absolutely pissed off and stuff at what the United States is doing. And there's a lot of talk about taking the United Nations and moving it to another country. So I guess the Donald is deciding that he wants to keep on doing his thing. So hey, let him do it. I don't think anybody really cares if the United Nations comes to United States or not. Sad, sad, sad.
Didn't you have a United Nations? It was like 142 countries voted, and one of the spokespersons say they don't care. It's just a performance. They don't care. They voted that Palestine should be, Gaza should, and Israel should be two state,
Right. They've
and they
always
said
had
they
a
don't
two
care.
state solution.
They don't care. BB don't care. They whole big excuse. They got something like 50. They didn't kill what 65,000,000 people. 65,000. That's more than the Vietnam. And the Vietnam War was what 10 years.
Hmm. Just about. Well, it's probably longer than that if you consider that
It started in the 60s.
started before that.
They might have,
They did.
but
They had sent the CIA over there back in the late 50s and stuff and everything. So they had already started going over there to try to sabotage them because the uh, the French and stuff was actually the ones who first came over there and started that war. And Viet Cong beat them up and everything, so they sent the CIA and stuff over there because they didn't want communism to spread around southeast. So it was a mess, big mess. We didn't come out of there until what 1974.
yeah.
It was a long time over there, long. Spent a lot of money.
And that's only American people that have died. I ain't even talking about all the people that was wounded, and
All the
then
people,
all the other countries that was involved in that.
all the
And
Vietnamese
then
people and
probably
stuff
a
who died.
million of them probably died. Who knows?
Money.
It's amazing. And you know, at one time, this is the thing, and this might be something off kilter, but we would never have a utopia. Everything is not going to ever be perfect. Everything is not going to be, everybody's getting along and what have you, because that's not in a lot of people's nature. But at one time, and I'm trying to figure out that time. At one time, it seemed like we were going the right direction as far as different things. You always had little skirmishes here and there. I mean, right now, Africa's got 3 or 4 wars going on right now on that continent. So the bottom line is that we'll never have a utopia, but because people want to control other people or they want the power. So, however, there's a thing called diplomacy and communications and work compromise. Some people just don't want to compromise. Some people just don't want to negotiate. And if you listen to what Knucklehead said, I hate Democrats. That means he hates 50 million people. That's 75 million people, whatever. 80 million, 100 million. I hate the left. Now, what makes him want to say that he hates the left? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
He is trying to excite his MAGA folks. He is trying to get those MAGA folks riled up. That's exactly what he is doing, and that was my purpose and stuff of saying what I'm saying, that they're using this kid for their own purposes and everything, and that's what Donald is doing. He's not stupid. He knows his poll numbers are going down. That people don't like what the heck he's doing, so he's doing everything he can to change the narrative. He always does that. When things go bad for him, he changes the narrative, and that narrative and stuff and everything is to throw out these bones and see what's going to stick on the wall. So he's throwing these bones out there, and whatever lasts, whatever goes on, he's fine with it. But his thing is to ignite these people and create divisions and stuff amongst the country. As long as he can keep these folks divided, not together, he can be able to do what he wants to do. Divide these people up, divide and conquer, divide and conquer. That's his thing. He doesn't give a crap about that man he was over there dealing with. He don't care nothing about Charlie Kirk.
Well,
Probably didn't even know he existed until he died. So it's a it's a form of him using people for his own means. Because
you
if you
know,
understand what's going on here, this Epstein thing, man, was tearing him up. I mean, tearing him up. So he's trying to do whatever he can to get people off of this Epstein crap. Because he was that was going to destroy him. That thing was getting ready to destroy him. And now he changed the narrative again. He's changing people not talking about Epstein, they're talking about Charlie.
well, here's the thing, and I'm gonna throw this out to the people. They say that that man have recruited what over 1,000 women, molested over 1,000 women, and then
They
there's
say
a
more than that.
in his little
They say more than that.
yeah.
They don't even know. They just that's a rough estimate.
Okay, well think about this. Okay, why can't somebody throw up a fund for these women and raise money for these women so that they can be protected and financially stable? Now, some of them is living their own life and going about their business, got babies and married and divorced twice or whatever. However, the fact is they're still traumatized and they have to live with this. They got to take it to their grave. And where am I going with this? The point is that if you have collectively get all of these women together and bring them on to the White House or to the Capitol, they can hide their faces. You don't have to do their names or whatever, but have them make all of them testify. They did it with that guy from UCLA that raped all those and fondled all those little girls.
But he was a different person. He wasn't the president of the United States. And there are people, Ted, out there who go do they have been successful in everything so far up until now to keep this stuff out of the people, the public's view. And their thing is to continue to cover it up, to throw dirt back on it. Their thing is rose up now and everything, getting ready to come out of the grave because they thought they had buried it. They thought for sure that everything was done and they had buried it, and now it's came back up. And they're doing everything they can now to bury it. They even got Congress doing it. There is there is nothing in that we've ever seen and stuff where the Speaker of the House counsels he cancel their session and stuff in Congress early. He said, I'm sending y'all home early because he didn't want them to continue to talk about that thing. They are using every tool at their hand to cancel that stuff. We saw what the heck happened. There was women and stuff, about what 20 or 30 of them were standing out there on the steps of the Capitol building. Had news people out there, everything going on. News people sitting around there. They sit there telling their stories and everything, and they are successfully burying that stuff again.
Well, that's because the news people don't want to talk about it.
It's nothing new. People want to talk about it. Trump's burying it, and the people around him burying it because you see, he kept. They asking about it. It's a hoax. When the news people asked him about it, it's a hoax, and made them feel like they were doing something wrong. This is a hoax. This is a hoax. This is a Democratic hoax. These people out there trying to do it thing. It's a hoax. It's not real. And you know, daggone well this stuff is real. His name is in the daggone stuff. He's got the FBI sitting there uh, blocking his name out. The Department of Justice blocking his name out of these daggone reports so people won't be able to see it. And there's a lot of big money and stuff behind it here because there's some people out there who got a lot of money who was beholden to Epstein. They done took that woman and stuff out of the prison system and stuff and everything and put her over there into a country club. Got pictures of her walking around the daggone place doing whatever the hell she wanted to do. But they don't want her to talk. And now Trump has grabbed this Kirk crap and everything and declared a holiday for him. I ain't never heard of no crap like that before. You're going to declare a holiday for him. So they can keep that stuff in the daggone news media, in the news cycle. And eventually, people are going to forget about the Epstein case.
Well, you can say that, but I'm gonna tell you right now, Charlie Kirk gonna be by the end of this week. Ain't nobody gonna be talking about him.
He got a holiday coming up, man. They got he done put a holiday out. He done put a executive order to put a holiday out. October the 14th, I think it is. There's a holiday
I
coming
know
up.
that, but like I said, that he can do whatever he want to. But the point is, there's only going to be a few million people, those so-called white Christian nationalists, is the ones that's out there. Because see,
Did we
that's all Charlie Kirk was.
did we ever think, Ted, that there would be 50 or 60,000 people at this man's funeral in Glendale, Arizona? I didn't. He didn't even have that many people went when he was out there, but they all came. He done brought the president and the vice president there to this crap, and some of his top people, cabinet people.
All those people were white nationalist
Right.
Christians.
And they are keeping that stuff in the spotlight so they can completely take Epstein out of the daggone view of people.
That's all
And
it is. It's
and
a,
and Donald has successfully got people to rise up and everything and to talk about Democrats. Do you hear? I hate the Democrats. He's denigrating what you say, 60 million people.
the Democrats didn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah, I know it. But he denigrated 60 million people, and they're sitting
And
around and they hate him.
you got your FBI that fabricated all kind of BS about the guy.
Absolutely,
We don't even know the whole truth.
absolutely.
And the
And the
fact
guy,
is,
and the guy who Mama turned him in, they they're going to successfully keep him out of the daggone news completely.
well, here's the thing.
Might be 2 years before he can get to trial.
Here's the thing. Did you see any of his relatives at that place?
Who?
The guy that's supposed to have killed. I mean, you didn't even see. Matter of fact, wasn't none of Kirk's family was there, but his wife.
I
That's it.
thought his wife was there.
I said, but his wife, his mom and daddy wasn't there.
You think somebody gonna bring that up? Hell no. They don't want to touch that.
If you heard,
Just like a third rail.
I'm just saying, have anybody seen Robinson's parents or relatives? Have they spoken?
You know, and most of them probably don't want to because you know what happens. Donald Trump has got these people so fired up that anybody who is dealing with this crap and everything else say they had anything to do with that man, they probably threatening them right now. But after all this stuff, they got Jimmy Kimmel fired off of national TV, ABC, and now Sinclair is saying that they might put Kimmel's shows back on air.
Disney have lost $4 billion.
Absolutely. And they want that boy back.
And it ain't gonna stop. And people, once everybody get word of it, they canceling Disney. People are not going to Disney things. People canceling their weddings. They're canceling their vacations. Everything.
Everything. They created a mess throwing that boy off. That was the worst thing in the world Trump could have did was get that boy Kimmel throw it off his TV show. I bet you right now he having nightmares and shit. Man, the hell did I do that? But ABC is scratching like hell, man, to get that boy back.
They're
They
begging.
willing, they willing to pay him anything to get him back on that show. Other than censoring him, they still want the censorship and stuff there, but they want him to come back.
Well, that ain't
Desperately.
gonna happen because that's his old stick.
Yeah, they want him
His old
desperately to
stick
come
is
back.
talking about presidents and politicians. That's his
Hey,
old stick.
whatever they can
Hey,
do to get him back, they gonna try to get him back because they can't afford to keep on losing that kind of money. Ted, you can't afford to keep on losing billions of dollars. Hell, they done lost about as much as they as the as that the Next Star had a deal going on to buy this company, this media company.
yeah, it was. They was only
Yeah,
gonna pay six point
and
five
that bill
billion
was
dollars
only
for that.
what the buyout was only what $5.2 billion. So they'd already lost that money already. All the
Yeah,
money they spent to buy them out, they lost that already.
yeah. And see, how many subscribers you got? And
Hey,
when you done lost 2 or 3 million or 5 million subscribers or more,
that done kill your show. That killing your
yeah,
network.
yeah.
That done kill your network.
And not only that, you're talking dollars too that's supposed to be coming in. That's easy money.
Right. Advertising dollars. The advertising dollars come from your viewership
And subscribers.
and subscribers. That's where your ad dollars come from. So the least amount of ad subscribers and folks who watching your stuff, they can them
That president
advertisers can
right
come
now, the
back.
board is looking at him kind of sideways now. And he was just getting that company back up and running because it was going down because of this
ABC
knucklehead
is
here in Florida.
ABC is crippled. Ted, I'm telling you, they don't cripple themselves. I don't believe them folks, even if Kimball comes back. Well, I don't. I can't see any scenario right now where Jimmy Kimmel comes back on that show, other than them taking all of their stuff off of him, taking all the restrictions off. That's the only way he'll probably come back.
Well, I don't know, and
Oh
really,
man, they're announcing that Jimmy Kimmel's coming back on Tuesday.
yeah, this is what they've been saying all morning. But you can guarantee that he's gonna have to be able to say what he want to say.
They're saying he want. They saying he gonna come back on Tuesday. I can't imagine that. That's gonna be a show to watch.
Oh well. Oh,
if he
hey,
if
breaking
he
news!
comes back,
Breaking news! Breaking news! You said Tuesday, tomorrow.
yeah, that's what he said. Mine.
Well, I wouldn't call it white. There's some black folks that believe it too. That Jesus will be back here tomorrow. Jesus coming tomorrow, bro.
That's what I say. He coming tomorrow Tuesday. They said
I
Tuesday.
said Jesus.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
I'm not gonna play with it. But this is what these Christians believe right now. It's a whole movement. Hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people believe this, that Jesus will be here tomorrow, coming for his body. I'm telling you, man, look it up. This is a big movement right now. They've been talking about this for 3, 4 days, bro. Longer than that. Tomorrow is the day that Jesus is supposed to return. They're making a mockery out of my Lord Jesus Christ.
They're
They're making
making
a
a
mockery out.
mockery.
He
They're
said,
making
"No
a
man knows."
they are making a mockery out of Christianity.
They made a mockery, man. I mean, okay, we know that Jesus said that he can come at any time and any day. You're supposed to be ready. So, you can't predict no day, what day he's coming. They're making a mockery out of it. I'm telling you, man. How many times have they said and done this? People selling their homes. Anyway, I wanted to bring that up. But
Well, I guess him and Jimmy's supposed to be meeting up together, huh?
I don't know. There's some things, I might laugh and joke at. I'm kind of tickled about it, but in a way, I'm telling you, I'm really kind of hurt because these people, they be playing with God. They don't even fear God no more. They don't even have any reverence for God. You know,
Question. I got a question for you. Did you watch the View today?
no,
I didn't either. I missed it. I was going to watch it to see what they were going to say. When the show ends, I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna Google it on YouTube and see can I pull the show up, see if they talk about it. Oh man, Charlie! You just don't know how much danger and crap you done cause. I don't think that man ever realized standing up on that stage the other day talking and crap that he was going to get his ass shot, and that was going to be a total uproar. I don't believe he believed that. No way would he have even dreamed that something like this was going to happen. And
you
y'all want to throw us off
you
the
ever
air?
heard of you
Y'all
ever
want to throw
heard
us off the air?
of?
Y'all go ahead.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever heard of Myron Gaines? You
Myra
ever heard
J.
of Myron Gaines?
Myra J.
Gaines. Myron Gaines.
I've heard
That's
some
not
man.
his real name. He's really Arab or something like that. Indian or Palestinian or something. That's not his real name, but he uses that name. He looked like he could be black. His skin is darker than mine, just as dark as mine. And he's from another country, but he's anti-black, anti-woman, and he's been preaching this thing. If you ever get a chance, he's all on the internet. But I've listened to him for the last off and on, not very long. But anything that comes out of his mouth, black people are, and he's just as black as us. Black people are monkeys. They're lazy. They ain't worth nothing. You got all these millionaires and they ain't doing nothing to help their own and all that. Him and Charlie Kirk was, I guess they supposed to have been friends, and they had the same thing, anti-black sentiments. And he really disliked black women,
Hmm.
but he really disliked women, period. He's from that red pill, blue pill crap. And he has a lot of white male followers. Whenever you're talking about black men and black women, you can always get those racist people. Oh yeah, they ain't nothing but a bunch of monkeys. They ain't nothing but a bunch of this and that. They lazy. They don't do nothing. All they do is live off the government. Blah 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 blah. So he was talking to when Charlie Kirk had passed away, got shot. He was live on TV. He was live on the internet,
Mm-hmm.
and he found out live that Charlie Kirk had got killed. Oh man, he you can see it in his whole demeanor because see, he goes around the colleges too, and talk to these students. And man, he just all of a sudden, he just said, I got to tone it down. I mean, he got so scared. He was scared.
Thinking that somebody was coming to get him, huh?
Yeah, he was scared, bro. He said, yeah. He said, I got to get more security.
Well, I think
But
a
you
lot
know,
of them
I was
probably a
thinking,
lot of them probably going to have to get more security. A lot of them are going to have to get more security. A lot of them, because they got some nuts out there, Ted. Anyway, before we finish up to the show, Ted, we got to talk about sports here for the last few little minutes that we got to be on this air here and everything. Sports has been on my mind here for the last couple of days.
what's
First thing
on
I
your
want to
mind?
say, the first thing I want to say is, and you hit up on it, and I think I'm gonna pile right on top of it. The world track and field
Ooh, I
happened.
saw that.
The world track and field happened in Tokyo, Japan. And if you look at all these track and fields, especially the 100, the 200, the 400, ain't very many of them. Ain't very many of them there.
Say what?
There are not very many of them there. Those those other Anglos or whatever you want to call them. You don't see a whole lot of
Caucasians.
in the finals. There wasn't a one in the 100 in the men or the women. There wasn't a one in the 200 men or women, and I think they had
You had an
maybe
Asian
one in
guy
the
that was
400.
in the booth. You had a couple of Asians.
They
You had
did.
you had a couple of Germans and
I don't think
yeah.
they was in the 100 or the 200. Now I didn't see no. I don't. All I saw was brothers in the 100 and the 200.
I know they was in the relays.
Oh yeah, in the relays, yeah, the 4x1, but they was in the 4x1, the 4x4. They got to have a few of them in there, Ted. But the majority of them was what?
Melanated people.
That's the majority of them was up, and I don't think any of them won anything. And they came in 6 and 7. The whole squad is all us. Whether they came from Canada and Netherlands, ain't a whole lot of black folks in Netherlands, but damn it, they ain't have not one of them on their relay team. Canada, ain't a whole lot of us up there, but every last one of them on that relay team was the brothers.
I'm telling you, man, that competition's a mess, bro.
That's it,
You
man.
know, it takes a you know
They're just, hey. So
competition.
I had to jump on top of that. Now, yesterday, NFL, mm, 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 I don't know what to say about that yesterday.
What?
I don't know what to say about it. When the Bears beat the crap out of somebody, I don't know what to say. uh, I done had, I'm like, I'm like my boy, Irvin. I had high hopes for them at the beginning of the year. They were going to be in competition to be the number one team in the NFC East.
Who?
In the NFC East,
Who?
the Cowboys, they were going to
That's
compete
who you
against
had?
that. They were going to compete against Eagles. I was looking for them to be 1 and 2, either 1 or 2, 1 or 2 in the NFC East. It ain't going to happen now unless they
No,
turn
it's not
something
gonna
around
happen, man.
completely.
The Dallas, man. You know that quarterback they got, Zach. or whatever his name is.
Dak Prescott.
That guy, good guy, smart guy, leader. He ain't got the skills, bro. I'm sorry. You know, he's a good quarterback, but he ain't got the skills. Not in today's standard. You just don't have it, bro. You don't have it. And he got good receivers.
I think he got a lot of talent here. There's just something there that every time last year, I didn't look at him very much last year. I didn't think they were gonna probably do anything last year. But then after he got hurt and everything and stuff and didn't play that much and everything, it was all over with Dallas and stuff then. But this year they were looking for him to do very well. But I don't know, man. It's just
That
something
man's
about.
been a quarterback for 10 years, bro. And he ain't won nothing.
I watched him play at Mississippi State University. He damn near won a Heisman Trophy. He was damn good and stuff then. He carried that team by himself, Mississippi State. And I had high hopes for him, even then. I knew he was just an also ran quarterback, but I had high hopes, especially after Dallas had drafted him. But I don't know.
Well, number one, they don't have an adequate running back.
That old boy that Williams they got, man, he did pretty good against the Bears and stuff yesterday. He wasn't overwhelming, but he
But
did
there were
pretty good.
certain key times that they just they just they just got them, and their plays are so predictable. I mean, they don't use any kind of deception.
Not
You know,
like
it's
the
just
Bears did.
straightforward.
Those Bears and stuff they did reverses and all kind of stuff they pulled on.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's all I'm saying. Um, you know, I was trying to get into the Kansas City game, and I was watching it, and I was trying to figure out what in the world is going on. Because I mean, they should be dragging these people, and it was like, damn. It's like, I don't know what has happened to them. I really don't.
Yep.
I know Kessler or whatever his name is. You know, he can slow down a little bit,
Yeah.
but
I I think that Super Bowl game took a lot out of them as a team. When the Eagles beat the shit out of them boys and stuff in the Super Bowl, it took a lot out of them boys. A
what
lot.
about the Eagles though, man? They was losing. I stopped watching the damn game. They was
They
losing like what 24-6 or some crap like that. Next thing I know, they done won the damn game.
it wasn't
I
40.
said, how they win the game?
It was 26-7, I think it was, and they came back and beat them. And the defense blocked a daggone field
And
goal
ran for a touchdown.
and
They ran for
headed
a
in for a
touchdown.
touchdown. And the person who headed in for the touchdown was the biggest guy on the daggone field, 300
I
and
said,
some pounds.
it's
he,
almost
he,
like they can
he
turn it
bombed
on
it down
whenever
the
they want
field.
to.
Touchdown.
It's like a basketball team, you know, they can turn it on whenever they want to. I said, damn. I said, oh, this game is over. I'm watching something else.
But them boys is winning ugly, man. They winning ugly because every game that they done played, man, they just win ugly. They not top notch, but they got a hell of a defense.
Hey, what about the Bengals? Their quarterback is hurt again.
Man,
Their little superstar quarterback is hurt again. I
ever
like the
since
guy,
the
but
ever since the first 2 years that the Bengals were there, and they damn near and they got into the Super Bowl and stuff. Ever since then, they done gone down. You just can't keep up. They got high hopes for their quarterback,
well, you know
Joe,
who they
Joe
want.
Burrow.
You know who they want for the go for the championship. Buffalo.
They had old Joe. They had high hopes for Joe Burrows. that he was going to take them to the Super Bowl and win. But they depend too much on him. They don't have anybody else out there. They depend on too much on him.
I
You
think they
have to
want
have,
Buffalo.
if you want to have a strong team in the National Football League, you got to have a damn good offensive team, and it is mandatory that you got a good defense.
I'm just trying to figure out if you got. We know Arizona ain't gonna do nothing. San Diego ain't gonna do nothing. You got the Rams, they're decent. And now, I think the 49ers, aren't they 3-0 now?
Yeah, but they're not the team that they was a couple of years ago.
So I don't know what team is going to come out of the
It's going to be you're going to.
NFC.
I think Baltimore is going to be pretty tough. Buffalo is probably going to be pretty tough.
Well, all of those are in the same category.
Yeah, I know. I know, but they're going to be pretty tough out there. That they're going to come up and they're going to be competing real strong and stuff there. And then after that, there ain't a whole heck of a lot of other teams and stuff out there.
No, it's not. And don't worry about the Bucks. They ain't going to do nothing. They 3-0. They ain't going to do nothing. I already know that. They might win one, maybe two in the playoffs. That's it.
Well,
Then now they just got this little rookie that's all of a sudden, if he don't get hurt, that boy, he playing with energy. He can play tailback and wide receiver.
hmm, now that's something. If you can do that, you a bad son of a gun.
He is a bad
Well,
son of a gun. That sucker's fast too. He the one kept him in the game, and then Bakerfield. I didn't like him when he was playing for Cleveland and any of those other teams, but ever since he's been with the Bucks, it's almost like he's got a whole new attitude. He play to win, and he'll do whatever it takes to win. That's one thing I can give him. That's what I used to hate about those other quarterbacks that the Bucks had. They never played to win. They just played just to survive. But he plays to win, and so I'll give him that. And he is their superstar.
well, he wants that money, man. That money we're running short. They gave him a nice little contract when he first came out of
Yeah.
Oklahoma, but he pissed that off and everything. So I guess now he says, "Shoot, this is my last hurrah." He throwing everything at it but the kitchen sink.
Well, I gotta
So
give
they
it
can,
to him.
so
Like I
they can,
say,
so they,
I'm patting him on the back. I'm gonna give him his
so
flowers,
they
man,
can, they
because
can.
he was a
He
sad
wants
sack.
he's shooting for a big contract to make some money. His last
Well, he
hurrah.
already got a big contract. He just signed for what? I think it was like 40-50 million dollars a year.
I didn't know that. I didn't. How many years was it? 2 years, 3 years?
I think it was 4 years.
I didn't heard about that. 4 years with that kind of money, that's in the quarter of $1 billion range there.
Yeah, well, that's chump change nowadays, man, for these football players. These football players just like these basketball players now, bro.
Hmm.
The top two to three players is gonna be making all the money, and he's
Yep.
making a bunch of money.
Most of them are quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Jalen's making a quarter of a billion. Lamar Jackson, he's making almost a quarter of a billion. Uh, Boy, Kansas City, they already gave him a big ass contract. I think he's probably in his second or third year that big contract that they gave him. Guaranteed
Half a
money.
billion. Half a billion.
Guaranteed money.
500,000.
500 million.
Yeah, I'm sorry, 500 million.
Guaranteed money.
Well, what about your boy, old Flower Child from Green Bay, playing over in Pittsburgh? He's doing pretty good. What's his name?
And in Pittsburgh,
Yeah, he's playing in Pittsburgh now.
you talking about Deion's son?
No. He's playing in Pittsburgh.
Deion's son
He's a
playing in Pittsburgh.
quarterback. He's a quarterback.
I'm trying to think who you're talking about.
He played for Green Bay all those years.
Oh, you talking about? Oh shoot, yeah. And then he went to the Jets. Jets got rid of him, and Pittsburgh picked him up. I know you're talking about. Yep.
He's doing pretty good.
Well, he's in his last hurrah.
Oh, yeah, he's 40, 41 now.
Yeah, he's in his last hurrah, man.
But they're winning.
Well, if I was a betting man in Las Vegas, there's no way I'd bet on him to make it through the year. No way I'd bet on him to make it through the year. No way. Now, Ted, next Saturday, I'm gonna be watching my screen here. We got Alabama and Georgia are playing.
Ooh, that's your
Big
those
game.
are your two. That's your
Big
one game you got to watch.
Big game. But what happened Saturday with Florida and Miami was embarrassing. Miami, they didn't whoop them, but I think Florida just ain't got it, man. And they'll be getting a new coach next year. They're gonna buy him out and get a new coach. Clemson then lost 3 games in a row.
Yeah, they gone, man. That coach lost. He didn't lost the locker room, bro.
Old Dabo said he ain't giving up though. Dabo said he ain't giving up. Dabo Sweeney said I ain't giving up. And,
His big thing was, I think his trademark was he could spot a good quarterback.
Well, he
He had
needs more
like
than
2 or
that.
3 good
He needs more
quarterbacks.
than that. He needs more than that. I think he needs more than that. Old Dabo, I don't know about him. He making all that money now. They paid him some big money. They paid him some big money, so he gonna be around for a while until his contract is over. Now, Michigan, what the heck happened to their coach? Man, my boy Moore got a 2-game suspension, and all he did was send out a text. He sent out a text and said, "Hey, y'all need to watch out. You know this ain't right." And they gave him a 2-game suspension for that. I don't know what's going on, man, with these sports and stuff and everything. Michigan said, "Well, they got rid of Harbaugh. They ran him out." And the coach
Harbaugh left when after he won the championship.
Right, I know, but they had to run him out of there because he had this scandal going on, the signal stealing scandal going on. But the black guy who's the coach, Sharon Moore and stuff and everything, he didn't have a whole lot to do with the damn thing. But they suspended him for 2 games and stuff before even the NCAA did it. Gave him a 2-game suspension because he sent out a text.
Well, football right now, college football is very. I can't describe it because when you have these portals, these kids can transfer anytime they want to.
Yep.
And they're going with the most money and what have you, and then they only have a few months to really engage. That's why they're having so many summer leagues. These games, so they can find out what kind of talent they got. Because usually the coaches have time to develop these players. Because football is a whole lot different than basketball. And same thing, problem with Deion right now. He having a problem. He can't figure out what quarterback to start.
Yeah, he got 3 different quarterbacks. Man, that boy the other night, man, he was slinging that ball. But Then the game before that, when the white boy he came in the game and stuff, he throwing the ball down the field too. So uh, I guess he's in a dilemma as to who he's going to put out there on that field because each one of them and stuff and everything are pretty good in their own way, and he's going to have to decide who's going to be his number one quarterback and stick with him. He's going to have to. You can't just keep on putting three different people out there and stuff every game unless he feels it's working for him. I don't know,
Well, he
but
2-2.
there are rumors out that some other big college teams and stuff is looking for him to sign him. They ain't said who it is yet, but he got some folks out there who tapping at him, trying to get Dion to come with them. They don't know if he's gonna sign or not, but there's a rumor out that he may not
He
be in
already making
Colorado.
a ton of money already, ain't he?
Well, Colorado has did him very well. They have did him very well. They've been very tolerant with him, and they have done him very well. But with Dion, man, you never can tell and stuff, man. Somebody offer him enough and everything, and give him a whole lot of. He might just go. Say, hey, bye
Yeah,
bye,
you know,
coach.
Dion like them perks.
Mm-hmm. He like them perks. He wants that. He wants that jet, and he wants the jet to ride in. He wants a nice place to stay at. He wants that money, and he wants to be able to control his program, total control. And he might get it. But I've heard through the grapevine that somebody's trying to get him to leave Colorado because I think this is his third year of a 5-year contract. We'll see.
Hey, hey, I'm happy for him. You know, I think
I
Dion
am too. I'm happy for him and stuff, even though he's got a
he's
lot of health
earned it,
problems.
and he loves the kids. That's one
Yep.
thing that you got to give it to him. He loves his kids.
And if he can get through these health problems, he might be around for a while. Anyway, people, we have had enough. We have shot past our hour, folks, and I hope you enjoyed the show. Uh, I don't know what to say about the first person that we talked about and everything.
All I got to say, I'm praying for his children.
Yep, pray for the children. Pray for the children that they don't get out there and get ruined and stuff because they talking about using those folks and stuff real big. And when it comes to money and stuff, you can get used real quick if their mom doesn't stand up and everything and stuff for it. Because sometimes you got to stand up and tell people no. Mm-mm. Well, I'm not doing that, or I don't want that to happen. Quit using
Or
my.
just get out of it. Period. Just say, hey, just give me $2 million a year as stipend.
They already gave her that. She making it. They done gave her a $5 million contract to run some program he had. They done gave her $5 million. She got $5 million to run some program. I don't know what it is, but there's some program that Charlie wanted to run before he passed away, and they put her in charge. Gave her $5 million to do it, to run it. All right, people, you heard it from us. Bye bye.